Hey Marcus,
Yes.
I don't know if you read the news lately, but I was reading this thing about it, a new astronaut they just sent to space. It's really, really interesting and
And stuff.
stuff. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So it's a unique case study that they're working on where have one guy, lone astronaut. It's not a team. He's kind of just going at it alone. Um, and it's a special case because while he was very qualified for everything that an astronaut needs to do and every qualification they need to have in order to you know uh,
Astronaut.
in order to astronaut, yeah.
Uh-huh.
um, yeah, they decided they're going to still move forward with this case study despite the illness, the mental illness that this astronaut has.
What's the mental
So
illness?
the issue with this astronaut is that he suffers from claustrophobia.
So what does
So
that
they
have to do?
decided
Oh, uh-huh.
so they decided that they're going to send this gentleman out because this claustrophobic astronaut just needed a little space.
Wow, that joke was out of this world.
Oh
I don't
man.
know where you find these jokes, but it's astronomical.
I
Those are the two I had pent up because I wasn't sure if you were joking or not, but I just in case I was pre-giggling.
I'm it was pretty giggle. I'm so happy that you're just a hype man.
like people were like, "Oh, this is a joke," because I was like laughing a little, but I was like, "Is this a joke?" No astronauts are in space right now. All right, so I cut you off last time because it was just such a good story, and we decided to cut everything a little shorter these times around.
Yeah. We
Um,
wanted to make it so you could, if you have a commute to work or, you have something that you want to do, you don't have 2 hours to sit and go back to a podcast. We want to break it up for you.
yep,
So,
all
but
two
yeah,
of you. No.
all six viewers. Um, but
But
yeah,
you know what's funny? I had you, I guess, pause a little because one, I thought the story was a little longer. Um, Two, I had a follow up story and I don't remember it at all. Like zero.
I'm glad you wasted everyone's time.
We could have just I think the last episode was a little less than an hour, so it would have literally got us to the hour
Yeah,
and we would have been good.
absolutely. I was gonna move on to a topic I think we can both really enjoy.
Oh, okay. I
Uh,
was gonna stay serious, but you could do the enjoyment part.
Maybe we can. Okay, no, I'll do. Okay, I'll take it from here. So
Okay.
anyone who has, I think it was going back to our first episode,
It
which
was
that's
it
saying
was the first episode.
it's pretending like we've been doing this for a year and we have hundreds of listeners,
So
but
long ago.
we have 12. Um,
Ooh, that's
so
more than last episode. I think you said six last episode.
yeah, I was jokingly saying six, but I just checked, and all of our episodes on YouTube have like between 10 and 16. So,
Ah,
and I don't listen to our episodes on YouTube after they're posted. And that's not a
I do.
narcissistic thing, that's just quality control.
Yeah, I usually watch them on YouTube,
How many
but
times? Please don't say 10.
like 25, but it only reads 16. No, no, I usually will watch them, listen through them like once. But the last episode, and kind of adding, we're now on Amazon Music,
Oh
the
yeah.
the bougiest of all the music platforms. I'm sure like Apple Music is or like Tidal, but off topic.
I do prefer Apple Music, but that's also because I don't prefer Amazon.
Yeah, we talked about this. I was already in it. I'm in too deep. Um,
Because I'm in too deep and I'm trying to
Up above in my head.
instead of going under.
So
I'm so glad we just got to sing on the podcast.
Where's my guitar? So so anyway, just off topic of the off topic comment. Did you know? So I have all the Sony. I'm like a Sony fanboy. So are you, but whatever. I go off their off console stuff. So like I have the Sony headphones and the Sony over ear and in ear, the XM3s, like their nicest. They just came out with the XM4s, but F them. So I have the last gen. It was new until like a week ago.
These are the headphones that you let me try out, and they have like the most amazing noise canceling thing,
Yeah,
right?
and they made it better with the XM4s. But the
Nice.
XM4s are like $600.
That's nothing.
I don't know. I know, cheap, right?
Yeah, chump change.
I always love when I watch YouTubers and they're like, "These are like pretty good for this market. They're only $650."
I know. And then they just have all these expensive things.
Yeah, yeah.
Must be
Uh,
nice. And they get them for free too, because fuck me, right?
Seriously, everyone I watch that's a tech tuber got them for free, and I was like, I need
Yep.
to be on tech. Like,
Yep. Yeah, so like and this is really going off on another tangent, but like I don't know if you've watched Linus Tech Talks at all.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like he got them for free.
he gets so many things for free and he
Yeah,
does crazy shit.
yeah,
But
yeah. Between him, MKBHD, he always gets the Sony stuff for free.
yep.
LG, he got like that thin Q TV. I saw it at Costco the other day. It was like $7,000.
Yeah, I almost cried when I saw the actual price tag. But
Yeah, seriously.
sorry, going back to your headphones.
Oh, oh man, you made me lose it. Oh, they have this mode, right? Which it's like super surround HD music. And I did a free trial. But it only works if you use Tidal. Or there was one other sound company that does it.
That's so weird
I feel
because
like they're the bougiest company ever now.
so, Sony or Title.
Tidal. For music listening.
I've honestly never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
That was founded by Jay-Z.
Mm.
That was his competition with Spotify. I'm not looking that up. I just knew that.
Oh, okay. I didn't. It didn't sound like you were looking it up. That was too quick to.
That was founded by. That's what you knew
Yeah,
here.
exactly. I'm just here in the background, like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. Um,
I was trying to log on to the app to see what the name of the other one is, but there's two apps that they're like super expensive, like to listen to music, but they have what's called like HD surround sound or something. Oh yeah, you need Tidal Premium for hi-fi, and it's like $20 a month. And the other one was like 25 to $30 a month that you could do their hi-fi streaming 3D music.
yeah, that's really bougie. I don't like. That's stupid.
And I was like, whatever. And then I listened to it. Like I got a free trial. It wasn't of Tidal, it was of the other one. Because it's like 3D surround music. And they have all the stuff that makes it sort of, but it just sounds like the band is running around you. And
Yeah.
it was really amazing. Like I thought about it. It was so good I thought about it. And then I was like, $20 a month or $25 a month.
That's way too much money for music.
Seriously, for a
If
music
you,
streaming
yeah,
platform. And I was like, and I often like am just doing stuff. Like I
yeah,
listen to music while I'm like mowing the lawn or like working on the computer. And I'm like, I don't need concerts every time I listen to music,
yeah,
especially when I'm only like half paying attention.
yeah,
Like when I was doing that, I was literally sitting there only listening to music to get the full experience.
yeah. Like that's something that's when you focus on it. It's not like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like this is or whatever title or whichever you were using. I feel like that is only something where you're gonna want to enjoy it sitting down in a dim room, just
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
like, and you have to enjoy it. But that's really funny that you said so. Um, I still wouldn't really consider myself an Apple fanboy in any case. Like I used to be, but I just
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
care
But you
anymore.
quit.
But most of my stuff is still Apple. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have a computer, phone, I have AirPod Pros, and with the newest update that came out, I think less than a week ago
Yeah.
for iOS 14, they added on the AirPod Pros spatial audio, and that's pretty much like uh,
Kind of the same
software
concept. Yeah, yeah.
engineering, the same concept. It only works on iTunes movies though.
On iTunes movies?
Just movies. It's really weird. Like, so it looks, I think it tracks the space of the phone, and then you turn your head and it's 3D. So like if
Oh,
you
yeah,
turn your head
yeah.
to
That's almost the same thing the Sony headphones does, but with
yeah,
like music.
yeah. And it's annoying because like you would think that they would do that with their music app,
Yeah.
because I use Apple Music. It's solid, because I listen to music all the time.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's weird that they only like, it's not like something that a movie has to be prepared for. Like I
Yeah.
literally turned on Bill and Ted for a
Yeah. But I
second
think I think
and it did
movies
it.
are just built like that anyway because of surround sound systems and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Where music is kind of mixed pretty not flat, but it's mixed for you to listen to the whole thing in one way. I figured out the other app too. So the other app is Deezer, and it's only it's I don't want to say only, but it's $15 a month. But it doesn't have the high quality aspects. It just has the 360 audio aspect. So I could pay 15 for non high quality and have the 360 sound, or I can pay 20 and have high quality and 360 sound.
that's I mean, all I can really say about that is these are crazy prices.
Deezer, D's nuts. but but it's serious though. Like I'll do another trial or I'll buy 1 month because it literally makes you take pictures of your ear. And
Really?
they make you put your phone up to the ear and it takes photos of both of your ears and it like scans them and it sends it in. And sometimes it takes a little while and then they send you back a thing and then you can start listening. So imagine
That's
my disappointment when I took pictures, did everything, set everything up, I put it on my headphones, and then they were like, "Oh, you can only use these two apps." And I
nice.
was like, "Why did I send you photos of my ears, perverts?"
That's actually that's the whole thing. They
They
definitely
just wanted photos of my
yeah.
ears. They're like another one.
Yeah, there's a big market for ears.
Listen, I only post photos of my ears on my OnlyFans account. Hashtag my fans account name is eerily good pics. Uh,
I'm gonna open a competing account called I Can't Ear You.
but you only post yearly. I post daily. Uh, I'm sorry, everyone.
This is really irritating.
Oh man, here we go again. Oh.
Okay. We deviated so far, like
I know.
12 minutes away from where I wanted to talk about what we had
I don't
planned.
even remember where we were.
Okay, so all I really wanted to talk about is on the first episode, you
Oh,
recommended me.
wait, did you mess it? Did you even mention the show yet?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh.
You just decided to talk about ears for 10 minutes. But
Oh
anyway,
man.
so yeah, going back to the first episode, we were talking about, you recommended a show called Taskmaster, and I'll
Yes.
be honest, I was not excited when you started
I
talking
know
about
you
that.
did not sound excited at
I
all,
was like,
but
this sounds like, I can only think of the Marvel guy. Like, I don't really like, I love British shows, and Megan knows it. Like, I love Doctor Who. I love,
yeah, yeah,
there's
yeah.
also like,
Especially when they make Doctor Who reference, which I think was only like
oh,
once or twice.
they've done
Uh,
about three or four. Um, I'm just one upping you, whatever you say.
for
It's fine.
real.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, like, so I was skeptical because I feel like the explanation,
Was bad.
it wasn't bad. It just, I feel like it didn't do the show justice
Because
because
it's so funny, but when you explain the show, it's like meh.
Exactly. Like that's why I don't think Megan cares
Yeah, that's why I
because
sent you the clip because I was crying. The only reason because I was watching it and I was like, Joe has not started watching this show yet, and it's so good that I
yeah,
cannot let him miss out on it.
yeah,
And I sent you the clip specifically for season 1, episode 4. No, I don't remember, but it was season 1 where they had to surprise him when he comes out of the shed. It was the last video in the clip I sent you. And that one dude that's like, I don't know, he wasn't British though. He was like something else.
yeah, he was Rob. I forgot where he's from,
But
but
he's dressed as a woman with a wig on with a a power hose, whatever they're called, a pressure washer. And when he walks out of the shed, he goes, "You've been a bad boy." He sprays him with the pressure washer, and then only after spraying him, he's like, "Are you all right?
are you wet? Did I get you
Are you
wet?
wet?" Like, and I was like, "Oh, this is the clip it's gonna take to watch make
Yep.
Joe watch this
Yeah,
show."
that was definitely it. I think I from there I was just like, okay, I'm gonna look at one other like I think a best of or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
clip from their YouTube, and then I was trying to find where to find it. Like
yeah.
I
And then you
immediately
were,
went to Netflix, and I'm like, it's not on Netflix. Okay, I'm gonna go to Hulu. It's not on Hulu.
yeah.
And then I texted you, and this is just the weirdest thing of all time in my opinion because like usually stuff like no matter what the show is not on YouTube,
I
but
think they're
every
so
season,
smart for that. I
yeah, I
think there's
agree.
because they're getting ad revenue. They probably get
Yeah,
more ad revenue than TV.
yeah, because like that's it's weird because it's a 44 like technically an hour long show,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's 45 minutes on YouTube, and then you have like
Uh,
really quick ads,
yeah,
but
yeah. So
they
we've been getting the Samsung ad. I don't know if you've been getting it for the
I
Samsung Watch,
nope.
and it's gotten to the point where I associate that ad with Taskmaster. So like, and it's like doom 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 whatever. Like I probably butchered it, but every time I hear that sound, I'm like Taskmaster. Like we were watching something totally different.
Taskmaster.
We were watching something totally different, and the ad cut in the middle of the show. We were watching Good Mythical Morning, which it doesn't matter,
Oh, yeah.
but in the middle of the show, like we already watched for like 8 minutes. We're in the middle. The ad plays, and when the ad finished, I forgot what I was watching. And when it went back to Good Mythical Morning, I was 100% surprised. I was like, "Whoa, what were we watching? I thought we were watching Taskmaster." Like, hold on, like we're not watching Taskmaster. And Ashley was like, "Yeah, I know. We've been watching a lot of Taskmaster, and
Yeah,
I'm just
it's
used to it now." Like, so,
I so yeah, no, I'm having the same issue. I get State Farm ads, and it's
yeah,
annoying. I wish I got something way better than that, but
the Samsung one isn't better.
yeah, it's something different and something I actually care about. I don't need insurance, but
That's true.
either way, yeah, I've been watching. I the reason I've been watching so much, and I'm already almost caught up to you in like
Oh
a
yeah,
week.
we need to talk about that because I've been watching. I feel like a lot, but a few episodes every day, and I watch with Ashley. And you
Yeah,
started after the last podcast a week ago.
yep,
You started watching, and you're caught. You're practically caught
a
up
week
to
and a
me.
half ago, by the way.
A week and a half ago. Wow, it's been a while. um, but you caught up so quickly that it's crazy. I was like, this dude is breezing through episodes. Like,
Okay, so there's several reasons why. Um, so first off, there's only like 5 episodes of the first 3 seasons.
yeah, that's
Um,
true. They get longer episodes later on.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then it's like 8 for the rest, like from 4 on. But
Yeah.
and I'm on 5 now, and you said you're on 6.
Yeah, which
But
I started like a month ago.
yeah, but you were busy for that month,
That's true.
and
And I watched clips for a good one. Now that we're talking about it, I watched clips, a lot of clips before we started watching, before we realized they
that's
were
yeah,
full episodes.
yeah, yeah. So going back to it, I started watching whenever, like Sunday or whatever day, and so Megan and my wedding anniversary was this past Sunday, so the
Yeah.
20th. So I decided I'm going to take the week off of work and we're going to actually spend time together. So we've been doing that.
Ooh.
It was
Oh,
fun.
really? You took
Yeah,
off like a whole
yeah,
week?
whole
Wow.
week. Yeah, and it was just so we can do stuff because I never get to see her. Like we
Yeah.
didn't really go anywhere. We went apple picking
Which
one
I
day.
love apple picking.
I
I
I do too. I never got to do it with her. Like
Yeah, yeah.
even when we were dating. So like it was fun
Yeah.
to do it with the
It's
baby.
so fun.
But now that I've had time off, we also wanted to like try other things. So I was actually able to like put the Madison down for naps and stuff. So I would hang out with her, and while she was sleeping, and I was in the room with her,
Yeah.
because I would hold her, and while I'm holding her like in the chair, I'm watching Taskmaster. So like it'd be like an
And your
hour, maybe
laughing wakes
two.
her up.
Yes. um, but also like at night I watch it, and then I do my other YouTube stuff.
Yeah.
Shameless plug here with Nephilim Misfit on
Seriously, you've
YouTube.com.
been posting. You came back strong.
A lot, a
You
lot of a
you
lot of
came back with
videos.
a microphone and and a fury for video games.
Yeah,
W-
I've
Um,
been. I
Cutting
mean,
off in the
also
middle of that, you've been playing Control, right?
yes,
Which I've
yeah.
heard of it. I've never seen anything about it, so I've been watching them, and it's really interesting. Like it's
It's
good.
so crazy. Um, yeah, we'll talk about control in a minute, but
Yeah, yeah. Finish
yeah.
Taskmaster, and then I don't want to take control of the podcast.
Here
But
we go. Uh, so yeah, so it's damn.
Taskmaster, you were
Yeah,
watching while
yeah,
watching the baby and stuff.
yeah. So I now that I have like actual software to you know render videos, edit videos instead of just like recording and posting like I've been
Yeah.
doing with my Skater XL videos. I it sometimes takes a little bit of time for those videos to render if I'm doing any editing. So I have two monitors. So on the left I'll be watching Taskmaster, on the right I'll be
And
watching the bar, but
yeah.
the bar go up. But also while I'm doing that, I've been just like playing some Skater XL like off camera and just having fun with that. So sometimes I just end up watching
Man,
Taskmaster while I'm
I was gonna say, just while
doodling
you're doing
around.
other stuff, you're watching Taskmaster
Yeah.
and watching every
I
single
was
episode.
just yeah, I was just watching it while doing the laundry earlier today, and I'm so happy. I can't spoil it for anyone who actually gives a shit and might watch the show, but I'm so happy who won season 4 because
I'm trying to
I
remember who was the main people in season 4. That wasn't with Noel and everyone, right? He's the
yeah,
only
that
one
was
I
with Noel.
remember.
Yeah, Noel and then Lolly and
Yeah, which what's funny is Noel and I think Lolly. Lolly, who's that's the older woman?
no, that was Mel.
Mel. So Mel is on the Great British Bake Off for like
Yes,
4
yes,
seasons,
I
right?
know because
Now,
my mother-in-law watches that show.
oh my, so you recognized her.
Yeah, I'm like, wait.
Yeah, so then Noel is now on the Great British Bake Off.
That's wonderful.
He looks so tame. But what's so funny is because of Taskmaster and both of them being so amazing, I started watching the Great British Bake Off where she's on. And I watched for like 20 minutes and it was so boring and
Yep.
horrible. Like
Oh, I
literally,
agree.
I expected it to be so funny and good
No,
because I'm like, she's a comedian, like Bake Off
yeah,
shows. But
it's
like,
it is not it's not the
especially
good kind of
watching
British TV.
like and then watching MasterChef and stuff. It's so funny because like I don't know Americans like watching like every other cooking show that we have here in America.
Yeah,
They're like, I'm the best freaking chef around. I'm gonna cook all around these people. Everyone sucks. I'm the best chef ever. Like
and
no
then they
one
get
makes
screamed
shrimp
at by
like
Gordon
me.
Ramsay. Yeah,
Yeah, and every competition show, whoever it is, they're like, no, you're not the best cook. You freaking suck. You need to be
yeah,
better.
yeah.
They're like, you suck so bad, you think you're good. Call back to episode 3 of the Disaster Project. um, and then at the Great British Bake Off, the first episode I watched, everyone was like, I can't believe I made it here. Like, they're like,
I'm so
I
grateful to be here. Ooh.
seriously, everybody's like, I prayed and I got on. Like, I don't deserve this. I'm just gonna go home. And they're like, no, 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 stay, stay. And they're like, no, no, I don't deserve this. Like, like, and everybody's like, wow, thank you for the honor of being on this show. I never thought I would be here. I'm just a humble
But
pie
you
maker.
realize this is why people hate Americans, is because
Seriously,
we're
because I was
so
like, but then they were
cocky.
so humble that I was
Mhm.
bored.
Yeah,
Like, because I was like, okay, somebody needs to feel like they deserve to be on the show.
that's fair.
Like, all whatever 8 of them were like, thank you so much. Like, and then they like tasted, and then they got so into everyone's past, and then they're like, they're like, oh, this cake is pretty good, but I think you need a little sugar, maybe some nutmeg. And they're like, wow, that's great advice. Thank you so much. Like, it's an honor. Like, and I was like, all right, guys, like, I'm literally just watching some friends bake. Like not even good friends. Like, so then I went back to Taskmaster.
Yeah, it's way better, hands down.
Like, yeah, no doubt. But I was like, wow, this is the difference between like Americans doing stuff and like,
Yeah,
I guess everyone else.
I guess so. I mean, I don't know, because there's still so many good British things.
Yeah.
Like,
I just realized that
yeah,
Draco Malfoy was an American in the world of Harry Potter. No, because he thought he was the best and he sucked.
oh, okay, I get it. I'm like,
Yeah.
wait, no,
You're like, no, he wasn't.
he wasn't, and the actor is also still British. What are you
No, I'm
talking
just
about?
saying that's why we hated him because he was the
Yeah,
American of the movies.
yeah, but then we also found out that Ashley is the American of everything, so
Yep.
because
No,
she
she likes to
preferred
be
him.
American. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, which makes her the American, because we only vote for ourselves, or we only root for ourselves.
We only root for ourselves.
Yeah,
But yeah, Taskmasters, yeah, it's so hilarious. I'm so happy you started watching
yeah,
because now we
it's
can. And you've been sending me so much. That's how I've been tracking your progress because I'm like, you sent me something from like episode 1, like the first thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, he started. And then like 3 hours later, you're like, here's the season finale or the series finale, as the British say. Um, and I'm like, did he finish that series? Like, I was like, did he just finish that one? And then you're like, season 2 or series 2. And I was like, oh my God, he's like already done. Like,
yeah, I it's phenomenal. I can't explain it. It's
it's
just
so funny. Like,
I still feel like we didn't do the show justice to explain to people. So it's like something you
yeah,
probably just need to go watch for
you have to
yourself.
be on it like a puma. See, you got to watch the show, people.
Yeah, because then you won't understand that joke.
Yeah. And then the
And
table one, debajo de la mesa. I was,
yeah,
it's so funny because when I watched it, I was like, that's so hilarious for a boat name.
yeah,
Like, and I was like, I would check, but I'd probably look like an idiot checking. And I was right. I would have checked. And yeah, I'll leave it
yeah.
at that. When people watch the show, they'll be like, oh my gosh. But
But yeah, so moving on, I guess, from Taskmaster, you did mention Control.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so you've been playing, so you have your full setup, and I was gonna ask this before. When you said you were exporting, were you exporting on Premiere?
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
It's a lot better. I'll give it that.
Like,
So
it's simple. Premiere, I'm talking about Premiere Rush.
yeah, Rush.
Because Premiere
Specifically.
Pro regularly is great, and I use it still a lot for like heavy lift videos. But the exporting, especially for things over like 15 minutes, is like hours. Like, I need to charge my laptop and put it down and let it relax. And I let my Mac go into like rocket blast off mode, where the fan is like, and it gets really hot for like an hour.
Yeah. I mean, that's not really difficult to do. You just open any program and it's going to do
I
that.
just open Chrome. But Premiere Rush like changes the game, I feel like. And I've been editing stuff on my phone. And it
That's pretty
works
crazy.
exactly the same on the phone than it does on the computer.
It was,
So
yeah, no, I feel like it tool wise, it's not that, like, it doesn't have a bunch of stuff. It's very basic, but it's pretty
It's
much all I
just
need.
it's
Yeah,
just fast, I think. Like I just feel like the export is really fast and easy, and it's a easy to work with tool.
yeah.
But
But
then yeah, so you've been playing Control on, and did you finish Control?
no,
Like you
I
yourself?
me no. I This is my first playthrough, and I'm recording a bunch of episodes at a time. So like I'll play for like an hour or something, and
Yeah,
I'll just like do 20-minute intervals or 15-minute intervals, um, just because it's longer to upload, and I think
yeah.
YouTube prefers it being shorter.
I think they changed it to like 25, 30 minutes, but
Yeah,
we'll see. They also prefer you upload a lot, so
yeah.
well,
So it right now I don't
uh-huh.
know where I am. I don't recall. I
It's not
recorded
like you
an
can name a
episode
story
yesterday.
point because I don't
Exactly.
know anything. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're starting. You're in it at some point, but you're still like not close to being done.
Oh yeah. I don't think so.
Oh,
I'm
uh-huh.
oh what?
I was gonna ask you if you're playing on your PS4 or your computer.
I'm playing on PS4.
Oh, so you're using the capture card and a TV monitor or something, right?
It's so weird. So I had to fortunately, I just have a box of wires that had the right amount of HDMI cables that I needed.
Yeah,
So yeah, so we were talking about this the other day, like, and in a previous episode. But I bought the capture card that's like HDMI. You plug in an HDMI
yeah,
into it, and then it's just a USB. Like you plug it into the USB of your computer, and it was
yeah.
so weird how that worked. But I opened it in OBS, which is a streaming software,
That's a
and
doctor, right? A female a doctor for.
yes, it's the that's what it's where Megan went when she was pregnant. The OBS.
Yeah, yeah, the
Yeah.
OBS. uh
Um,
huh.
yeah, also known as Streamlabs. She went to the Streamlabs.
Ew.
That's it. That is actually pretty gross. Um,
Continue.
but yeah, so I used that, and I tried to record for a while, and I recorded like a few episodes, and then realized, oh, it's incredibly, like, it's so hard for me, or it's so hard for me to actually play that it's not worth doing this.
Yeah,
So
because it's like even slight lags. You're like,
yeah,
whoa, this is weird. Yeah.
yeah, it's really not fun at that point. So so I went and played the game without recording, but then
Yeah.
we talked about it, and there was another like adapter, like an HDMI splitter,
Yeah.
that pretty much opened that option back up for me. So I got that, and that was like 10-15 bucks,
Yeah.
really cheap, surprisingly cheap. So pretty much I now have, from my PS4, I have an HDMI going out, and then it goes to this splitter. So it's one HDMI in, and
Yeah.
then it splits it into, two HDMI. So I have
Into
one of
the
those going
yeah.
going into my monitor, and then the other one is going into the capture card. So it's really weird, and it
Yeah,
has to
yeah.
plug into the wall to power, but it's yeah, it gets the job done. There's like no latency at all,
That's
and
good.
it's
You got to send
yeah,
me that so if I record or something.
yeah,
But that's good and that's dope. Everyone. Oh, and just I know the first episode. I don't want to call you out, but just so people can give it a chance. The first episode had a little bit of audio issues while you were getting things worked out, and then the second episode was really good.
well, I appreciate that.
I
Thank you
mean, the
for
first episode was good. It's just I couldn't hear you so much when there was like a lot happening.
yeah. No, I fortunately I just had like the feeling after that episode, because I recorded it
I
like
literally,
before,
yeah, yeah,
and I didn't want to record another time, so
yeah,
I just went with that and uploaded it.
yeah.
But yeah,
And
I
I
listened to it as
literally,
soon
oh,
as,
sorry.
sorry, go
I
on.
literally watched it like a minute after you uploaded it, sort of. Because, and I texted you pretty quick. Like, I think I thought about, I finished it. And then when I finished it, I texted you. Because when I was just on the YouTube app and I was like, oh, snap, Nephilim Misfit, new video 2 minutes ago. And then I clicked it and watched the whole thing in my living room with Ashley.
Yeah,
And
you showed me on your you sent me a picture of you watching it on your
yeah,
big
yeah.
ass TV.
On my giant TV. That was a nightmare to put up. Episode 2. Minute 45. I I don't know if that's even where it is. It'd be great if it is, but
I don't think it was at a minute and 45.
no, like 45 mark minute in, like minute 45.
Oh.
I've been watching too much Taskmaster
No, you did that.
because you know
I realized you did that.
because he'll be like, it was 2 seconds in 5 minutes, and everyone's like 2 seconds. Wow, oh, in 5 minutes, um, but yeah. So I watched it like fresh, like right after you uploaded it because it showed up on my TV, and I was like, whoa, new episode, and I watched it right there. I think I did the same thing with episode 2 because you uploaded it almost at the same time, right?
Yeah. I uploaded that pretty much right after. So,
Yeah.
because yeah, continuing what I was saying. So that wasn't like a a
A
dig or anything.
dig? I don't know.
Yeah. But the as soon as I finished recording episode 1, I listened to it and I'm like, oh great, my audio is terrible. So I increased the audio in Streamlabs, and that pretty much fixed it. That was it. Because for anyone who owns a PS4, or at least the original not Pro PS4, it sounds like a jet engine.
Oh, seriously? Yeah.
So I just lowered my mic level, because otherwise you can hear the PS4 in the back. But I was
Yeah.
able to find filters that do noise reduction.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So that kind of helps. But when I'm not talking, you'll still probably hear it. So
Seriously,
that can't be helped until I get a new desk or something.
when I bought the PS5, the pre-order, the first thing Ashley asked was like, "Is this one going to be just as loud or louder?"
I
Like,
think it's gonna be louder.
really? Well, they fixed it with the PS4 Pro, so I was like, also my PS4 the PS4 wasn't as loud when you first bought it. I think
True.
it's just all the dust and stuff that's in it.
I thought the same thing. I think it's more age, because
Yeah.
I've taken the dust out. I've cleaned that thing
Yeah. So
pretty
it
good.
could also just be age. Like as
Yeah.
computers get old, they also get really. Oh, my mic just fell onto my face. Um,
Surprisingly, I didn't hear it.
oh, really? It got really loud for me. um, as computers get old, they get really loud, and the fans get really crazy too. So I don't know. We'll see. I
Yeah.
don't think it'll be too loud. So it's so big, it needs to have some sort of good cooling.
Yeah. Yeah, my PC I don't even think it gets loud, but it gets hot. So,
Oh yeah, it struggles and just gets really hot and like
yeah.
yeah. Um
So yeah, I don't remember where we were.
well, we were talking about you streaming. I feel like we were going to talk about something before we talked about you streaming. But maybe we got there. I think it was Taskmaster, you streaming, and other issues.
I mean, we didn't even want to talk about me streaming. That just came up while we were talking about Taskmaster.
Yeah,
But
yeah, because well, we were talking about streaming because of Premiere and all that stuff. But yeah, we do have. I don't know if we only have like 10 minutes. I was gonna talk about social media because I did some stuff today.
honestly,
But
go for it.
so I don't know. I've been on social media and with everything happening, even with all my blessings. No, call back to one episode ago. Even with everything, like me being in a good position, just being on social is like, I don't know, draining sort of. And we can't help it. We're like, I don't know, addicted. We're like addicted to social media. Are you addicted to social media? You know, you're not on social too much though, right?
Unfortunately, a lot more than I would ever want to be, but I
Oh,
don't do much.
really? You don't do much. You just scroll,
Yeah, it's
which is
just
the bad part. Yeah.
yeah,
You're
exactly.
doing the worst part of social media. No, that's what I end up doing. Even lately, like I totally stopped going on Facebook for very long. Then when I was moving, I sold all my furniture on Facebook marketplace, which was amazing. Like I sold almost everything we sold almost everything. And Facebook Marketplace was so good that when we moved here, we started buying stuff off of Facebook Marketplace. And just going, you have to go through Facebook to go to Facebook Marketplace. So I would go on Marketplace and end up scrolling for like 25 minutes. um so the issue with that is just social is is either A, like negative, everything's like crazy, everyone's angry, everyone's political, everyone's arguing like crazy. I don't know if you experience this on your side.
Oh, absolutely. It's infuriating.
It's super, especially like talking a little bit. This is going deep. I don't know if I should say that. No, it's fine. Um, especially seeing people that are religious, not necessarily went to the same church or anything, like probably more family members, and being like, this is how I'm viewed. Like people see them the same way they see me if I say I'm a Christian, you know? And these people being like, vote for this person or this, or don't allow this person wants to allow these people to get married, like kick him out of office. And I'm like, man, this is how I'm viewed as a Christian, you know? Um, and it stresses me out. And then even Instagram, everything that's going on, and I support so much and like will do what I can to support people. But just going on Instagram and seeing either, I don't want to use the term fake news, it's so bad now. But seeing all this crazy stuff, seeing people spread lies and some truths that are just scary, being a minority, it just stresses me out. Like super stresses me out. Like you've dealt with anxiety your whole life. I've never dealt with it to this point. Does that make sense?
I, yeah, I guess so.
I don't
I
want to
feel
throw you
like
under the bus like you're an anxious person.
I mean, I've learned to hide it well at this point, but yeah, Brittany.
Not for me. No. No, but and this isn't like in public where I'm like, "Oh my god." It's in my
I'm
personal life.
triggered. Yeah.
Yeah. Where just seeing all this just stresses me out. Like I had to sit down and have a talk with Ashley like, "Yo, this is stressing me out," but I also unwittingly go to Facebook and Instagram all the time without even thinking about it. Like subconsciously just scroll to Instagram to be more stressed out. So today I was pooping. No, no, today I was scrolling through Instagram, and I've been thinking about this for a while, but usually I think about it when I'm not on my phone. And I saw a post that really just annoyed me, and I was like, why am I following these people? Like, and I really was like, why am I on Instagram? Like, why did I originally join Instagram? Because it wasn't for this. And I had to think to myself, yeah, I should really get, well, this isn't what I had to think to myself, but I should really get an asthma pump. I feel like it's affecting the cast.
I mean, if you want to pause real quick, I can
Yeah,
cut it
yeah.
out.
Yeah, let's pause really quick. Let's put a pause and I'm going to go grab an asthma pump. Be right back.
All right. Hey everyone, this is Joe waiting for Marcus to return. I'm just gonna talk while he's away. He's thinking that I'm gonna cut this out, but you know, if he goes back to listen to this, which he may or he may not, he's gonna see a very nice surprise. Um, you're awesome. Have a good day, Marcus.
My lungs are on fire. All right. Oh, I feel better. I should have just stopped before and take a pump. I forgot we could like cut and pause.
I mean, we don't pause. I just write it down and go back to it later.
Yeah. All right. So, and we could address this. I just had to leave really quick to get an asthma pump because my lungs are dying. So back to where we left off. Being on social, seeing all this. Wow, I feel like I'm talking so much better. If you guys hear me getting exasperated throughout the episode, it's because my asthma was bothering me. Um, so yeah, I was on Instagram and I was just like, why was I on? Like, what was the original reason I was on Instagram? And I was like, it was to be inspired. Like, there's so much art and design and things I love, like either just art, design, gaming stuff, recording stuff, podcast like this one, and just either showing art or looking art. And I was like, that was why I went onto Instagram. That was why I went onto Twitter. And I was like, and it's just devolved into stressing me out. right? I don't know why, or did you go on to Instagram for anything similar or anything like that?
It was incredibly. It's a very elegant subject. I used to work at a Best Buy,
Uh huh.
and I didn't have an Instagram at the time, but we our managers had this set of keys that they would give you so you can take products out of a cage that's locked up, like iPads and stuff. So
Yeah.
I threw the set of keys back to my manager from, like probably 30 feet away, and
Yeah.
he caught it on his pinky.
Uh-huh.
So I made an Instagram to post that as my first picture.
So basically the same reasons
Yeah,
I made an Instagram.
absolutely. I wanted to. That was an art. That was a piece of art,
Yeah,
and
it was to
I
share
want
an
you.
art form.
I'm gonna send it to you right now.
We should see if we could put it on the video.
Honestly, that's not a bad idea.
um but I can't believe that's really funny. I sound what is it called when people think they're so great?
Narcissistic.
Yeah, I sound narcissistic now with my my reason for Instagram and stuff. But you get what I'm saying, right? I'm not
Yeah,
far out there. Oh, here's your video. Hold on. I'm going to play it loud and we'll play the video here.
it's not a video.
Oh, it's just a photo of him catching it?
Yeah,
How a manager catches his keys.
yeah. I don't think Instagram had video yet.
It probably didn't. 2012. Wow, what a long life we live. Said nobody ever. Anyway, so I just found Instagram was stressing me out, and as I was sitting there, I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna get rid of everything and everyone here that is causing me this feeling. So I unfollowed and unfriended like 45 to 50 different. I almost left the chat or the talk.
Nice. Yeah, you cut off. You cut off for a second, and I'm just like, I
No,
just kicked you by accident. What
so I
happened?
literally unfriended and unfollowed like 50 to 60 pages. I even ended up cutting out like meme pages and funny stuff because there was so much stuff I was missing. And then just looking through, I was going through the people I follow and I was like, I haven't seen some of these artists that inspire me and I love in like months, and they've been posting. It's just the algorithm didn't think they were important. So yeah, I think that was pretty much it. It's just thinking about how much that stuff affects us is crazy.
No, yeah, that's it's weird, man. I've quit Facebook several times, or I've quit. No, yeah, mostly Facebook. Like I'll delete the app for a few days just so I can remember what it's like
Yeah,
to have a
yeah,
life. But like also, yeah, also I don't do that much anymore
yeah,
now that I have a daughter. Like if I'm on my phone,
yeah.
it's checking emails or like now
So you're
doing
telling me to
podcast
have a
stuff.
kid?
Um, I've been telling you to have a kid for a long
Yeah,
time
that's
now.
true.
So
Yeah, that's true. But originally it was with you, so that's weird.
yeah, I didn't want to. That was
Adopt, don't shop.
we gotta tear down those baby mills.
um, oh man. Um, so yeah, so that's true though. I'm sure that's a now problem because I probably have a little more time on my hands, and I also do a lot of stuff on social trying to promote and do things like that. So I end up on social a lot and end up, I guess, distracted by so much that's going on that I was like, time to clean up shop. Like, I want to be inspired again. But yeah, that's my sad note. Do you want to end off everything on a happier story?
Yeah, we have 8 minutes, so I'm gonna
Ooh,
Google
Google
a
a
really
really
happy
happy
story
story.
real quick.
Like the Lorax. Oh, I think that was sad too. I
Uh,
only said the Lorax because it's National Banned Book Day or something. Do you know about that? It's books. Oh, National
nope.
Banned Book Week. from September 27th to October 3rd. Oh, it started today. And it's basically an annual event celebrating the freedom to read. And they promote a bunch of books that were like challenged to get rid of in like schools and libraries and stuff. Like it's attempts to censor books. And the Lorax apparently is one of the books that people tried to censor.
I think I've got a better story than you then.
Wow, I thought that was good. All right, tell me your story that's not made up at all and totally your story of something that happened to you or a family member.
No, it has nothing to do with me, but it has to do with this lovable dog called Cora, the corgi. Um,
Aw.
so,
Your dog, Cora the corgi,
nope. Anyway,
right?
nope.
Just own it. Just say it's your dog.
No.
Unless it was abused.
Typically, a day at the airport is the start of anything but a feel-good story. And I realize we're over time. But Cora the corgi, who is rescued from a neglectful family, is anything but a typical dog. During a layover at the Seattle airport, the Windy City, Cora approached a random man sitting by himself and plopped down at his feet. It turns out the man had lost his dog just the night before, so a hearty helping of puppy love was just what he needed.
Aw. Is that the end of the story?
That is the end of the story. That was actually way too short. But
It's fine. Cora the corgi met a lonely man at the airport,
yeah.
even though dogs at the airport are usually put in crates. Plot holes.
Well, I'm looking at a picture of this dog. It was definitely one of those emotional support dogs because this dog is out on the plane. Like I could.
Why'd you turn into a president to say that?
I don't know, man. Hold
on. Talking about, because you said, oh, that dog is adorable.
Yeah,
I love
we
that
have to,
dog.
we have to save the photo so we can post it on the YouTube. But
talking about, but I know we're over, but whatever. Talking about Seattle, the Windy City. I was playing Last of Us 2, where they go to Seattle, and I was like, literally, my dumbness for a second. It rains like the whole time you're in Seattle.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my gosh, it rains so much on this freaking game when I'm in Seattle. And I was like, shouldn't it be windy? And nobody was around to laugh. Nobody. And I was like, oh, wait, I'm by myself. I'm just whatever. This isn't a callback. I'm just a lonely man. And I was like, wow, it really is the rainy city. And I was like, but this is a game. They can make it rain as much as they want, I guess. But I was like, oh my God, it rains so much here in Seattle. Like if I was in Seattle playing the game. But we'll end on that. Thanks, Seattle, for giving us good topics and rain.
Thanks, Seattle. See you next time.